Hi, friends. Do you love a good love story? Don't you think everybody deserves a great love story, even if it's tragic? So, don't you think even the most hated man in India, Muhammad Ali Jinnah, deserves a love story? This blog and the book that I'm going to talk about is about the love and the romance of Muhammad Ali Jinnah. The man who divided India. There are people who hate Jinnah. There are others who are being apologetic about him, saying, look, he was not that bad a man. He was grey, white, black. I am not getting there. I am here for the romance of it. Muhammad Ali Jinnah had two love affairs in his life. One was with Rati, a Parsian girl, and the second was with the belief of Hindu-Muslim unity. Both these love affairs turned extremely tragic with disastrous consequences, and they are both linked together. The book that I'm talking about is called Mr. and Mrs. Jinnah. Let me tell you what it's all about. There are other books also on Jinnah that I've read. The most popular being the one written by Jaswant Singh, India Partition Jinnah. But I'm not getting there because I don't want to talk about Jinnah the man. I want to talk about Jinnah the romantic. Jinnah was a very almost British man in his outlook. He would not even take off his socks in front of a woman or anybody. He would always be dressed impeccably. He was a very serious man, very young in his age. He learned that he had to be disciplined, that he had to be meticulous in his approach. He did not he was in his for late age when he had not been married. Okay, and there was a small interlude in the early years, but leaving aside that, he happened to have a very great Parsi friend called Dinesha, who was a big shot in the Parsi community at that time. And her young daughter, Rati, fell in love with this man who was mature, intelligent, her father's friend, but somebody she could look up to. Rati was almost like a kid. Rati was young, she was vivacious. She wanted to have all the fun in life. And at first go, it seems an extremely ill match. A man almost twice her age. A man who was somber, a man who was serious, a man who was into politics, into law. A man who barely laughed. And Rati, full of life, just like a teenager today. But Rati fell for him. वो कहते हैं ना, प्यार में सब चलता है. Rati fell in love. Rati came after Jinnah. Initially, Jinnah, the proper man that he was, said this is not right. But then his heart also melted. And he too loved Rati. Their affair and marriage was the scandal of the decade at that time. The Parsi community excommunicated Rati. Her father stopped talking to Jinnah. For the rest of her life, Rati could not be engaged in any form with her parents and the community, the entire community. Some Puritans may also oppose the fact that Jinnah made her convert to Islam post-marriage. But leaving aside all those issues, Jinnah was heels in love. Jinnah pampered his young wife. He did everything to appease her. Rati was not just Jinnah's wife. She was a fashion statement at that time in Bombay. She was the first lady to wear, this low cut, blouses and in saris, fashionable saris, a little. She would walk up in Jinnah's office, and Jinnah was in meetings with his lawyer colleagues or his political colleagues, and she would just come and sit on the table, and Jinnah had to ask them to leave. That was Rati. She was the life of every party. And Jinnah had serious thoughts, but Jinnah enjoyed being with her. Jinnah loved every bit of her. He spent money like water to make her happy. And Jinnah was a rich man at that time. Jinnah had earned enough through his legal practice. Cut into his other love. At the same time, Muhammad Ali Jinnah wanted to be the champion of Hindu-Muslim unity. Muhammad Ali Jinnah was a prominent leader of the Congress. And Muhammad Ali Jinnah strongly believed that the best way to achieve unity was to have a proper framework, was for all of India to modernize to Western values or whatever you want to call it. He was a very Western man in his own approach. We all know that, he did everything that probably religion doesn't allow him. But he didn't bother about those things. What happened was that the rise of Gandhi started making him irrelevant. Gandhi was a mass leader. He mobilized masses. Jinnah was a man of debate. Jinnah was a man of arguments and, all sorts of petitions and putting across. That was the approach that he had seen of legal frameworks. Gandhi mobilized the masses. Jinnah is famously having opposed the Khilafat movement, saying that India's Muslims have nothing to do with the Caliph or something. Why are you involving them with what is happening abroad outside this country? He warned that this would lead to extremism. Jinnah was furious with Gandhi for mingling any way religion with politics. But increasingly he found himself heckled when he refused to accept this whole boycott Western goods, Western Swadeshi and all. He said, we are taking the country backward. We cannot afford people boycotting things and leaving colleges. He was opposed to Gandhi's manners. But the world was with Gandhi. The world celebrated when Gandhi said, let's burn, stop using Western clothes, and people were burning clothes on the streets. Jinnah said, this is sheer wastage. This is craziness. Anyway, Jinnah found himself isolated. There were others like him too. His friends like Annie Besant, Motilal Nehru. Later Motilal, because his son became close ally of Gandhi, also could not say much. So Jinnah found himself totally isolated. His love affair, he found, was turning sour. At the same time, for some time, Rati really loved this intellectual man. But after a while, when he would bring work home, when he would keep wanting to think about politics, Rati got bored. Rati, after a point, felt absolutely out of place in his intellectual discussions. She wanted to have fun and try as much Jinnah could. He could not be the person that she was. They both loved each other. But things were turning sour. Rati wanted to have fun with people her own age. Rati wanted to do crazy things in life. And the relationship started going downhill. As Jinnah's other love also went downhill at the same time. Eventually, Rati left him, travelled all alone in Europe. Then she felt majorly ill. And Jinnah dropped all politics for months and just stood by her bedside, just so that Rati would recover. He wanted nothing but Rati. But when Rati got up, she again conveyed to him that they were ill-matched, that there was no future. It broke Jinnah's heart. Rati moved into the Taj Mahal Hotel in Bombay and stayed in a suite rather than living with Jinnah. Many friends of Jinnah tried to convince Rati. Finally, Rati died, and Jinnah wept profusely. Jinnah was a broken man. Jinnah's dreams, Jinnah's love has been shattered. He also found that his other love of trying to form some bond between the two communities was also getting shattered by forces beyond him. Jinnah, broken hearted, left for UK with his daughter. A side note, you see, relationships had gone so bad between the two of them that both of them completely ignored their daughter. So much so that till 5 years of age, the daughter did not have a name. The same daughter who, close to the time of our partition, chose to again marry a Parsi. But by that time, Jinnah had changed so much, had turned so bitter because of his frustrations and failures, that he refused an interfaith marriage. And she was shocked. She said, "You yourself did interfaith marriage." But he said, "No, today it's changed. I'm asking for a separate country in the name of religion." His daughter revolted, refused to go to Pakistan with Jinnah, and married an Indian Parsi in sort of a historical circle. She is the mother of Nusli Wadia and the Wadia family of India. But coming back to Jinnah, Jinnah's other romance turned bad when he settled in UK. But after some years, Liaquat Ali Khan reached out to him and said, "You are the only leader in the Muslim community who can take on Gandhi, who can fight for our rights," and pushed him to come back. The reason why I talk about Jinnah's love affair is Jinnah of 1920s, the man who loved Rati, would have never accepted all this kind of division and bitterness between communities. He was a man of inter-race marriage. He was a man of love, but Rati's disastrous love, romance, and her death had made him extremely bitter. This man now came back, and in an extraordinary volte-face, the man who struggled years for Hindu-Muslim unity became the champion of Pakistan. Love affair had an absolute tragic ending. We all know the rest of history. But beyond judging the man, I was mesmerized by his disastrous love affair with his wife and with his country. When I say country, I mean undivided India. And his attempt at spreading love between communities, both of it. We can keep arguing with what was wrong with Rati and what was wrong with Jinnah. We can keep arguing what was wrong in his efforts to get peace and then going extremely on the other side. But that is love for you. I want to end it on just wanting to talk about the man and not criticize or appreciate him. I just want to leave it at that, because that is what history is. It's just about people, no judgments. Thank you.